not to give anything away, but it's kind of giving me like Gollum vibes, like from Lord of the Rings. Hi guys! I saw a TikTok where someone was teaching others how to draw basic things on the Notes app on the iPhone. So I figured, why not test your skills? Always been into portraiture, and it's something that I sort of like always cycle back, whether I'm doing like abstract work or sculptures. Without further ado, let's get started. So, the funny thing about doing portraits is that, I'm gonna erase all of this. As an artist, you have a tendency to like put yourself in the work. It's just out of habit because you might be drawing yourself a lot. So like, I find that when I do portraits of people, even if they don't have these features, like I give them a longer face. So like initially I just started out with like a way different face shape than what you actually have. What I love about making portraits is that there's a lot of like push and pull, right? There's a lot of like small adjustments, and that's just like drawing or painting in general. Can I zoom it? No. This is what I'm working with. So I just did like the basic shapes, the lines of the face, which are like not necessarily perfect, but that's okay. And I'm just kind of making little dashes down to like where the nose and all that is going to be. See, that's not wrong, but it's stupid. Okay. Well, that's the fun thing about using a notepad app. Or like anything that you can like, whoop, I didn't do it. But this is really hard. I wish I had like a stylus. Just trying to figure out like what I can get away with my finger. Yeah, there's definitely like a discrepancy in like where I think my finger is going. This is tough. Can I hit the bong one? No! Your subject needs to be still, and you need to be still. Now I'm just anxious, so I'm moving around. All right, look at me. Sorry. This is just hard to shape your nose. It just may have to be imperfect. You know what I mean? Part of making art is knowing when to just fucking let it be. Oh, and just like that, it ain't right. This isn't your nose. I believe in you, Ashley. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna erase this. Really, the secret to a portrait, though, is as long as you get, like, the eyes right, everything else just kind of works out. When you're looking at someone, you're looking at their eyes. So it's like, as long as you get that, try to get everything else looking right. But, alright, so now I'm just going to do her brows, which my drawing doesn't really do. They're beautiful. So are yours. Now I'm just gonna start fucking around with some color. And I like to keep my like opacity low, just so I can like build it up, make a solid circle. Instead of like drawing the outline and then filling it in, try to like almost make a tight spiral, so you're just slowly building it up to have like the most control. I just have to accept my fingertip, it like can't smush the small, like precise. For some reason, you're gonna be looking away, and I'm not sure why. Well, I've been looking, like, away. Oh, okay, so it's pretty accurate. I guess that works. We've been kind of playing around the idea of basic painting videos or drawing videos. Would that be something you're interested in? And if so, what do you want to learn to paint? Yeah, I've had a lot of experience teaching and teaching in different, like, formats, and I love being able to, like, pass on the things that I love and the things that I know to others so they can also learn and enjoy it. So yeah, this is looking really cute actually. Now I just did like a little bit of color in your brows, and we're limited to like the colors of the app. So I'm just now like filling in like the basic colors. You want to work chunky and larger and messier, and then like refine it. I mean, there's no rules in art, whatever, do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, you don't want to start like super tight and blended. You just want to like get it all on there. So I'm just getting all this like chunky color and like basic information, and then I'll refine it. Tara kind of in this lighting has kind of this like reddish auburnish color towards the bottom. So that's what we're gonna do. Even when it kind of looks like uncertain and you're not really sure like where things are going and maybe it just kind of feels like things aren't lining up right, like just hold on. It's going to get better. You're going to like add more information and variety and all that. See, now that I'm actually having fun with this, I want to keep going. So I'm just adding some like hair detail, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to go into the face. I'm going to start shading the areas that I know are dark. The socket is like a deep part of your face. This part, this bridge, is a deep part. Your mouth corners are deep. This part. I know you and you're so supportive. I feel like you're gonna be like blown away by this. Like I don't think you're expecting this.
Everything you do.
So I'm just adding a little bit of color now. Honestly, I'm just playing around. I'm just kind of like washing this color. So basically I was trying to put down like a couple different like values, I guess. Yeah, this color isn't right. The shadow. It's very muddy. It's okay, y'all. We're gonna get through this. All right, y'all see we're coming back. That's what we have to do. You just have to power through it. Like,
be patient and trust the process.
Yes. I really want to add like more detail than this will allow. Well, no, it's just what I'm capable of. We're gonna do this again because this is a lot of fun. Added some shadows and just kind of like sculpting the face a little bit, keeping it kind of chunky. Your eyes are looking pretty scary. So we may switch that up. I want to do like a whole ass video about how to draw features. So I'm doing the green, the iris part. And so obviously it's lighter in the middle and then there's a darker ring, but be mindful of like how your body's like layered, right? So your eyeball's sitting inside your socket, like covered by your lid. So it's gonna have a little bit of a shadow. So it's just like those little details that make things like look more realistic. So in the same vein of like your lid goes over your eyeball kind of thing, like when you're rendering like the whites of your eyes, you know, and just being mindful of the shadow that's created over on the top. So there's only so much detail I can add without going like crazy. My foot is asleep. So I'm gonna call this done. I fucked around on the Notepad app, but like this is my first like portrait of you. 3, 2, 1. See, I told you, it's like, I knew you were gonna be like blown away, but it doesn't really like look like you. I love it! I was really curious about seeing how your painting style would translate into the digital because it inherently has that illustrative quality.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. The layers and the texture is very reminiscent of what your paintings look like. And you do. I think you look sad because I like made the shadow under there like a little too big, so it kind of gives you like dark circle vibes, but I really don't want to like fuck with it. I love how it is. It's a very like somber portrait.
It's very like...
It's like a look into the future. I'm gonna look like this when I get older. It's so fucking dope. Look how dimensional that shit is. What are your overall thoughts on the experience? I thought it was super fun. Obviously, it's new and very difficult and challenging, and there are a lot of restrictions of just like what you are capable of doing, whether it's like picking a specific color, but there's ways around that, like playing with the opacity and kind of like layering colors to make certain colors, and just like being mindful of the size. Like I definitely am gonna make the portraits bigger to give me a little bit more control of what I can do, where I can place things to be a little bit more precise. But it was super fun, and I loved experiencing all of that like on camera too. You look at things online and it sometimes feels like, oh, like people just do this in an instant, but like it is so much like this, you know? And then you reach your final destination. It's like, holy shit, I'm done.
I feel like anyone who does art can relate to that process.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm looking forward to doing more. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for all the love on all the videos, for real. It's been amazing.
We are so touched by all of your support.
Be sure to like this video,
subscribe to A&T Supreme, and we will see you next time.
Bye!